At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First play, Wilson wants to throw it. And his first look is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wilson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A short one there to Freiermuth. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. Bring up 2nd down. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Now Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. A gain of 22.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Running a jet sweep. This is Austin. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
3rd and 5. Again, Wilson. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They run for it with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only to first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And, Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest, they were shooting for the 1st down on that one, and, boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run here with a rookie. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. And New York set to take the field. Now Jones. That's to the rookie. It's Malik Neighbors. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Catch made by Slayton. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Running left is Tracy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now it's Wilson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Boston, the man in motion left. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They hand this off to Harris. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Daniel Bellinger, the intended target that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Austin. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Wilson. He's across midfield and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Back to throw. Wilson. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Wilson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Wilson throwing to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down and 3. They'll toss to Harris. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here. as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold, as they've got it as we resume action. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 22, Wilson. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. This a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Looking to throw. Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Now Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. On the ground, here comes Tracy. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to Slayton. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Alex Highsmith from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And they'll accept that penalty. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for second and goal.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, and that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 4 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Here's Wilson to throw. Austin brings in the quick throw. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Here's Wilson. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Here's Wilson. Got his man. It's Warren. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Wilson will throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And his pass incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Here's Tracy. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third. To the right side and intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. In motion left goes a tight end. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jones, and that'll be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Harris. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and 8.
Wilson.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd and 7. They'll go again with Tracy.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now Wilson.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And got his man complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and a yard.
Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, and they go back to Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Harris. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This now a 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And New York set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. Gets around him, shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 33, here's second down and 1. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. And that flag accepted. This is Harris. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On third down, here's Harris. Nifty move, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 19-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6, but they'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the 2nd half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
Now Jones.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline. because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They went to their big body tight end on 2nd down in hopes that he could plow his way to a first down, but they were ready for him defensively and ended up holding him to a modest gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. Jones hit and the ball's out.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Back to throw. Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They'll look to throw now on first down.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Joseph on for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll start the drive with Harris.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
130 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.